Hey everybody, welcome to Candy Coated Conversations. And even though it's later in the day, I basically wanted to let this story play out a little bit, to see, if we had some new developments to the story. And honestly, at this point, there really have been no reported developments on the look aptly titled show, The Diddy's Downfall. Look, you guys, I just kind of wanted to go over a couple things with this story because this is definitely the downfall of Diddy. And to be honest with you, it's really sad. It's really very sad that Diddy's legacy is going out this way. Hey, welcome, Z Banger. Um, I'm just starting up here
Hey,
and just talking to the people, just letting them know how sad this story really is, like pitiful sad. Like, isn't it sad that literally this guy that you have seen struggle from the bottom to the top to make it is going out this way? And I even feel the same way, like with R. Kelly and things like that. Like, it's sad to see y'all going out so sad. Like,
yeah,
this is
I,
how people are gonna remember you guys. This is how people are gonna remember your legacies. Um, Things that y'all started when you were young, you know, late teens, early 20s, getting into the music industry, doing your thing, and then this is gonna be it for you guys. That's so pitiful to me. It's pitiful. I don't even know another term to say, but that it's just pitiful. So, like I was saying, I was kind of waiting to see what more developed from the story. But long story short, it's like the feds raided Diddy's homes. Um, they raided his homes. We really don't know at this point what they are looking for, but my mind is going crazy trying to think about what they're going to find in these houses during these raids. And it's so crazy to me because I feel like, okay, if you allow the feds or anybody looking in your home to actually find something after you have paid out $30 million to Cassie and you knew what was coming, you're crazy as hell, Diddy. Those houses should have been swept with a fine tooth comb. Um, Anything that could incriminate you should be destroyed at this point. But this is the part that got me when I started thinking about it, Banger. And tell me if I'm super crazy for thinking this. You know how when you see killers and murderers and things like this, a lot of times what gets them caught is they always want mementos of what they did.
and he bet not have that hanging around in his house.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
seriously, they always want to keep something. They always want to keep something from what they did. It's almost like, okay, I want to look back, just like they got goddamn caught R. Kelly with the videos. Why do you have to have that on video? Keep it in your mind that you did it. You know you did it. You know you did wrong. Why do you have to have a recording of it? And that's what got him caught up. So I'm wondering to myself, okay, what all are we going to see when it all is said and done? What are we going to see on a trial with Diddy? Can you even imagine?
It's gonna be ugly. A
It's
lot of
going to be
stuff
crazy.
gonna come out. A lot of stuff
It's,
gonna come out.
I'm telling you. And can you imagine all the people that are going to be implicated? So, with that being said, okay, so everybody already knows, hey, this is what happened. This is what's going on with Diddy. So Banger did a show earlier that I want to do a little reaction to because he had a special guest on there, Jaguar Wright. And as many of you know out here listening, she has had a lot to say about, what's going on in these circles and things like that. A lot of people think she's kind of out there with her thinking and the way she approaches things, but you know what? There's always a lot of truth, mixed in. So what I want to do is we're going to react to Banga's earlier show today and listen to some of the things that she had to say during her time on the Z Banger 2.0 show earlier today. This is my first time listening to it. So it's definitely going to be interesting for me, at least, to hear. And Banger, maybe you may, hear some things that you didn't quite pick up on in the midst of the live show today. So we're going to get into that and jump right in and see what Jaguar Wright had to say.
Oh yeah, we let that rock out. We let that rock out. Thank y'all to the special guest of today, Jaguar, right? Hey Jag, what's going on?
What's going on, Z Banger? It's been a minute.
Okay, yes, yes, it has been a minute, Jag. It has been a minute, but I had to come to you. I had to call you because the simple fact you've been talking about this for the longest. And now things has, it's coming, everything is just like, coming full steam ahead right now.
I'm going to pause right now and ask you, Banger. So, Banger, what made you reach out to Jaguar Wright? What when you reached out to her, was there a reason why? Had you previously heard her talking about Diddy? What made you reach out to her?
Because she been talk to me about Diddy and the statements that what's the first girl that he settled the lawsuit with? She said a lot of
Cassie?
damn yeah, Cassie. She
Uh-huh.
said a lot of damaging things in her statements and her paperwork, which Jack told me that they was gonna bring it back up. You know, she was telling me, okay, he paid her, but the paperwork is still there, basically, and
Mhm.
they was gonna come get him. So yeah,
Okay. All right. So you knew
so
that
that's why
she
I had
had
a
some insight onto what was going on. Okay. All right, let's get back
yeah.
to it.
So
Yeah.
definitely want to tap in with you. We got Miss Marla up here. Miss Marla, hey, what's going on, Miss Marla?
Hey, everybody. And Jaguar, it's very nice to meet you virtually.
Lovely
This
to
is
meet
our
you virtually as well.
this is our first encounter, but I'm glad to be here.
Well, it's lovely to make your acquaintance as well.
All right. Well, I'm anxious to hear. You're a truth spewer, so it will be very interesting for us to hear your perspective on the events of the day.
Honestly, um, I'm numb.
Right. It's like Diddy. What the hell? Okay, me and Miss
Nah,
Marla.
it's mm. So you
Yeah,
got to understand. I've been watching this monster get away with murder for years, and no one said nothing. No one did nothing. They just kept taking his money and going his little freak offs. See? And then I started encouraging certain young people not to go that. Don't go down that road. Don't go to that party. And I was punished for it. Then I started just going into parties and taking people out of parties. See, and then I was vilified.
so we talking about Diddy. We
2018.
talking about Diddy parties.
Yeah, yeah. They're all Diddy parties.
They all Diddy parties.
They're
Okay.
all.
Okay, so just to pause real quick and go over this. So Jaguar Wright is basically saying that, she saw and heard a lot of things and that she tried to discourage certain people, probably up and coming artists and things like that, from going to these parties and participating in these parties. Um, because she knew of what was happening there. Now, there have been a lot of rumors and things like that of what could happen at a Diddy party, of things that have happened to very young artists. I mean, we all know there are a lot of young artists that come on the scene when they're uh damn near preteens, not even straight up teens, like early teens. So basically she's saying that, she saw and heard a lot of things and try to discourage people from participating in it. And then she's stating that when she basically spoke up about these things and trying to deter people from participating, that she was vilified. Now, many of you may or may not know that Jaguar Wright is an artist herself. I remember hearing about her, in late 90s, 2000s, and things like that. And supposedly, she was blacklisted. And is this one of the reasons that she was blacklisted? Because she was trying to stop people from being hurt, harmed, taken advantage of? So I don't know. Let's listen.
Oh, Diddy parties.
Got you.
You been to a Rick Ross party? You been to a Diddy party?
Oh, and this is what got me. Were you aware of this banger when she made this comment in regard to Rick Ross's parties being similar to Diddy parties?
Nah, that was crazy. That was
Yeah,
definitely crazy.
yeah, I have not heard of any type of crazy type of shenanigans going on when Rick Ross has a party, but I mean, she's making a claim here. I thought it was very interesting because I had never heard that put on him.
You've been to
Huh?
a Khaled party. You've been to a Diddy party.
Wait a minute. You said you
You've
Well,
been
been
to
hold
to
a
a
what?
on.
Dwayne Wade party. You've been to a Diddy party.
What? Okay, hold on. So, banger. She said Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, Dwayne Wade. So she's basically saying all these men in the entertainment industry, in the sports industry, Dwayne Wade, all these men have these type of parties, quote unquote, these type of parties. This is very interesting.
You've been to a Will Smith party. You've been to a Diddy party. You've been to a Dwayne Martin, but you've been to a Diddy party. They all Diddy parties.
Oh my god.
Well,
You've
so
been
I,
to a
Banger.
Meek Mill's party.
What?
Ain't no party like a Meek Milk party because a Meek Milk party don't stop.
Now I'm laughing. Okay. Okay. So basically she's saying, look, long story short, don't party in Hollywood. Don't party with none of these individuals because they're going to have you in some stuff. Okay? That's basically what she's saying. If you've been to one, you've been to all of them. And I get it. What she is basically saying, whether you want to take it directly or indirectly, is that all these people are suspect when they're having parties and the types of parties they're having and what's transpiring at these parties here.
Expensive pain in your ass.
Oh my god.
It was very expensive in your ass. A lot of people
Damn,
owe me
Jack.
apology. A lot of people owe me apology. A lot of people owe me some money. You know, it's one thing to know.
Banger, let me ask you this. Do you know why she feels like she's owed money? I can see apologies, but do you know why she feels like they owe her money? Is it because of the blacklisting that she has dealt with in Hollywood?
I guess the blacklisting and project she didn't work with on with people.
Okay.
I
That
believe.
people
I
are willing to
believe.
lie for money. It's the motherfuckers that really ain't getting shit out of this other than just having an opposing voice against me.
now you know why that is. I mean, in other words, I know you're not a stranger to the industry, and I got to just jump in. And what's burning me that I have to ask you
Yeah.
is your courage, because we know what the industry is. That is the industry, and the things that go unspoken and the things that go unsaid, but the things that those in the industry know. And here you are, you know, literally with this truth of experience and just knowing, being there. So where's the courage? How
The
did you how did
burden.
you okay, that's what I want you to explain
The
quickly, because I think,
burden.
yeah,
It's a burden.
yeah.
Shit, I just wanted to make music. Do beautiful shit. Make people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Live my life. Maybe be a grandmother one day. Start a museum. Retire in my jazz club in France. It was a lovely plan. And guess what? If I had made the same choices that Jennifer Hudson made, that plan would have went just like that.
Mm. Now, what is she alluding to with Jennifer Hudson? I want y'all to put it in the comments. What is she alluding that Jennifer Hudson settled and did to why she's not living the beautiful life like she thinks that Jennifer Hudson is living? She's alluding to the fact that Jennifer Hudson has settled for some things and overlooked some things to have the life that she's having, and that she could have had that had she turned a blind eye to what she knew what was going on. And she's basically saying that the things that she knew were a burden to her, but a burden that, she was willing to take on, to help other people.
But I didn't. And I still lost anyway. See, that's the thing that the people don't understand when it comes to the Shluminati. It it doesn't give you anything. It loans and it takes. See, that's why you want to know my courage?
Yes,
God.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
God. I think people are more um incensed by the fact that I say these things without shame, without fear. And I can do that because I know I'm saying the truth and I know that God protects that. He blesses that. I knew the day that I started running my mouth, I was going to have to walk away from and divorce myself from everything that ever mattered to walk this out. Because the second that you step out into this, ain't no turning back.
Facts.
You get two choices: live by it or die by it. You got two more choices: stand against it or fall with it.
That's crazy. But let me play this clip real quick.
Yeah,
Jaguar.
yeah.
Equipment, I don't think they're actually searching for any items that could connect to whatever the investigation is.
Thank
I would
you,
venture to say that those
Jesus.
are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there, and they're waiting for that all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually going to go inside. They probably have, like you said, they probably have ideas where what they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that
Call
everybody
me a
is out
liar
of this
now.
building and that it is secure for the investigators to make their way in and actually start that search.
And we should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in fact involving a sex trafficking investigation, we do know that according to Diddy's attorneys and the rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So there are two sides, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of
Simultaneously.
what's going on in
Damn,
Beverly
that's
Hills
crazy. They
with
went
this
to hit
mansion
him.
right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we
But I
find out
tell
further
y'all,
word as to what exactly they're searching for and why.
didn't I tell y'all this nigga was the devil?
Mm,
Don't nobody want to listen to old Jag. Oh no.
mm.
Jag jealous. Jag crazy. Jag, oh, she just mad. Yeah, all them bitches who was talking that shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She just jealous that she wasn't Kathy. Are you saying it, Cassie? Are you saying that now? How lucky you think she is now? Because unfortunately today might be the day where she has to decide whether or not she got to go in the wit sack. Fuck you mean?
Hey, Steelers D, were you saying it was the volume was low? Then I'm probably gonna have to get another clip of it.
The hell with it, then play it again. I mute up.
Just saying, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, damn, I didn't know it was low. Hold on, let me.
Now, I'll pause right here, you guys. But just to recap that, no formal charges have been brought against Diddy. We don't know exactly what they're looking for in his homes. I'm sure that they have an idea, because they wouldn't be going to this extent if they didn't know what they were looking for. But nothing has been revealed to us yet. Um, we're hearing, it may be some type of sex trafficking, but we're also hearing that it could be in connection with his sons, and that his sons may have something to do with that. We really, really don't know. But in order for them to be going to this extent to find and to search his homes, something is going on and something is brewing that is big. So, okay.
Connect whatever the investigation is. I would venture to say that those are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there, and they're waiting for that all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually going to go inside. They probably have, like you said, they probably have ideas where what they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that everybody is out of this building and that it is secure for the investigators to make their way in and actually start that search.
And we should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in fact involving a sex trafficking investigation, we do know that according
Sex trafficking? That's what's
See,
blowing.
but why?
Yeah, right. That and I mean, this is what I'm trying to understand. Like sex trafficking, like for real. You made it out of poverty to do this, and this is what I don't be understanding. It just amazes me how these dudes.
I think we're forgetting that at the end of the day, in a lot of cases, it's everyone else who puts these people on a pedestal. Let's just keep that all the way real. It gets bigger than the talent. Everybody else puts you on a pedestal, but this darkness is who you are. Now you have power to walk in broad daylight with your fuckery. That's what happens because that's what the industry gives permission to. That's what it all really boils down to. So to me, my thing is, it's not, you're not looking at all the time, like, you have Jaguar on here who's basically saying, look, she's talented. She's got all these things, but in reality, her own soul was not, she wouldn't sell her own soul, period, to be able to go along to get along.
Actually, that's not accurate.
Okay, what's the accurate truth?
I did.
Oh, you did sell your soul.
I
Okay,
just
well,
fought for it back.
Okay, all right. Well,
The
I
day you
appreciate.
signed that contract.
Yeah,
that's it. That's your day.
Which with that in mind, it's even more astonishing to me that, I guess, not to mention the fact it's clear that the fear of your speaking out because you do have credibility based on your experience is the problem for you.
I got more than credibility, honey. I got facts. I got receipts. Every time they try to prove I'm a liar, they go find out something that's true.
So, Jag, what would you like ultimately? Because obviously you have the truth. So the truth is not even. I mean, is it just a day of reckoning where people can stop
Oh, honey, there
looking at.
needs to be a reckoning.
But I'm asking you, what's your objective? Like for you,
But my
where?
objective is to
Yes.
eradicate the Shawns off the face of the earth and put them
Okay.
in a hole so they can sit there and keep their demons company in peace, away from society. See, I'm about to say some things that are about to upset a lot of people. I apologize to your platform, Z Banger. You about to get shadow banned.
Do what you do, Jack. I mean, shit. This is your truth.
This
I ain't gonna stop
today
you
for
from saying
me,
your truth.
today for me, this is the first day of Kwanzaa. And you know, Kwanzaa is a multi-day giving event. It's day one. For me, right here on the brink of the actual new year by True Lunar Calendar. See, I told Sean, if I can't get you, I'm gonna get the nigga that's closest to you.
Now, you guys, this sounds like a woman who basically, I don't know, it's coming across to me like your career has been taken from you. You know, you've been limited because of you speaking out for what you feel is right, and now her feeling vindicated by what's happening today. So that's the feeling that I'm getting from her. So let's hear her speak.
Turns out that just happened to be Diddy.
So when you
And she also said Sean's in plural. I heard that too. So go ahead and let us know.
thank you, Tita, for the super chat.
You ain't
Love you
fooling
too, sis.
nobody, Sean. Sean Carter, to be exact. You're not fooling anybody. I came to rain on your parade. I came to shit all over your little fucking party. Because while you're sitting there excited that Diddy is being lined up, we both know you did it. This is you. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. That's why he dangling Kathy White over your head right now. You fucking punk made bitch. You will never fight a man out front, always in the back like a hoe. You pretend to be people's friends, like you did with Lamont Coleman. And come to line up. Shit. Before that, D Haven. Then you come for the lineup. I don't think you ever did anybody dirtier than you did Dame. You took his love and you took his life. Yeah.
Damn, you said Dame. You talking about Dame Dash?
Yeah.
Mm.
Whether the Dame is there. But the way you did R. Kelly, how you silently financially backed that fucking surviving bullshit. When you fucked every little bitch he did, you nasty motherfucker.
Oh man, Jack. Hold on, Jack. Let me finish
And you
playing this.
just gonna line up.
Jack,
You
Jack,
now
hold
you
on.
think you just gonna line up Diddy and ain't nobody gonna call you. I'm calling you out, bitch. It's your day. First day of Kwanzaa for me. Your days are numbered, you fucking big lip bitch. Go play the shit.
According to Diddy's attorneys, attorneys and the rapper himself. He has denied, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time, according to TMZ. A raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at this mansion right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we find out further word as to what exactly they're searching for and why, we continue to look at the procedures taking place regarding this raid that's being conducted by Homeland Security. You have support from local law enforcement officials as well. We saw from the ground.
Real quick, I didn't mean to pause it, but that's another thing I was saying. Homeland Security is in the raid. That's different. That's different, y'all. This is
That's
not just a
federal.
rec.
That's federal.
Hmm,
The police is in the house.
that's federal.
Yeah, feds. Yeah, feds are the big game.
Kathy
Yeah.
White, Kathy White.
Yep. So, given the police presence that is in his homes, we know that this is serious. We know that these are serious charges. They wouldn't be there if they didn't have something. And it just even goes back to, and this is just tipping the scratch of the surface. It goes back to Cassie. Do you think that man would have paid her $30 million overnight if she didn't have anything on him? It's because she has facts and proof. That's why he settled as quickly as he did. And it seems like the same thing is going to be coming to pass here.
Kathy White, Kathy White.
So, Jag, do you mind if I interrupt just for a second to talk strictly
Sure,
to
honey,
you?
go ahead.
I really want to have I want you to talk to me like I
You
know
let her
nothing.
talk, baby.
All right. So what I know is, of course, my introduction or my history in the industry is very different than yours. So being married to my husband who sings in Take Six, and then having Moniece on Love and Hip Hop, and of course being in it. But for you said something huge to me a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago, probably, when
Yeah.
you talked about, you actually had to fight for your soul back.
Yeah.
So when I hear you, so my question to you, or what I would love to know from you, is with that. First of all, what woke you up? That would be my first question. What got you to the point where you were like, this is just? Was it a flash of a thing, or was it just saturation, or
Yeah,
were
the
you
night
just
that I
tired?
figured out that they intentionally killed Aaliyah.
Okay, so that was a flashpoint. That was it for you.
Yeah, that was Hiroshima.
So do you feel like that the stress, do you feel like that the industry and what you've endured, because rightfully so, but I do hear so much, there's so much anger. So do you feel like that they
I got
just,
a lot to
that
be angry about.
I agree, but I mean, I hear you. I'm validating that. But what I'm asking you is that with all of this and, your exposure of this and your truth really, and just basically just saying, I'm done, with the cover up BS, and here's the truth, and here's the things that I experienced.
Yeah.
And so, do you feel like the industry has flipped you in a way that it's almost that this information has almost driven you to a breaking point of no return? That's my question.
If you're asking me if I'm out of my mind, absolutely not. I'm in all
No, no,
my
no.
faculties.
Listen. I ask very direct questions, and I do have my children who are, my son is schizophrenic, so I know you're not out of your mind. Or if I thought that, I would just straight out say, "Hey, Jazz, do you think you're crazy?" I would say that. So that's not what I'm asking at all. I'm just saying, having a truth and experiencing what you've experienced and being discounted and being, diminished and
Oh, honey, I was
being
being
told that you're
discounted
crazy.
and diminished before I started speaking out.
Right.
That's
Okay.
called being blackballed. It's happened to me on several occasions. It's funny, they do it, and I become more popular.
Right. That's what I was asking. I was really asking you how this has affected you personally, and is
It made me tough.
okay.
It made me
So
calculated.
it brought out more fight essentially, and basically you're not about to just bury me is the thing. Is
Oh,
that
well, they
accurate?
can't. They can't. See, I did something that they didn't notice. People say Jaguar Wright all the time. My name is probably one of the most spoken names in the United States and worldwide. Billions of people watch my content. They watch it on some outlets more than others. At the end of the day, Jaguar Wright isn't a person anymore. It's a symbol. When the kids start saying
Hmm.
she's jagging or I'm jagging or yo, I'm jagging out. See, that's a symbol. That's not a person anymore. That's a symbol. Everything that I was is a monument now. Everything that I'm becoming is still unknown. But what I am in this moment, it's not a person, I'm a symbol.
Hmm.
When you hear the name Jaguar Wright, there's three things that come to mind: truth, loud, aggression. That's not a person, that's a symbol.
And is all of this a result of what you've experienced?
Well, yeah.
Excuse me. Or was this just always your personality? Because
Oh,
I
this
mean,
has always been my personality. I'm
okay.
just a purpose person. I live a purpose driven life.
Jag, what's your vision? That's a real question. So what if you could if you could jag the situation fully to turn it out the way that you would hope that it would be beneficial or the way that it looks in your mind, what does that vision look like for you? What would the industry be
The
if you could trend?
government,
Okay.
the government allowing me to put together a special committee slash task force to stand as a human resources representative for anyone in entertainment or sports who is sexualized in a manner which is inappropriate, harassed, or worse. See, I want cruelty free artistry. I want a song that didn't start with a tear. If the United States government has sanctioned the FDA and all of that shit to do animal cruelty free products, why can't music be cruelty free? Why can't art be cruelty free?
It's the most exploitive industry on the planet Earth.
And there's no one to go to because the people that are in charge are the very people that will tell you take some more and shut the fuck up. There's no one to turn to. You gonna turn to the owner of the record label? He hired these people so he doesn't have to talk to you and know what they did to get that money for him.
Okay, you guys. So, right there, I just wanted to play some of her interview on the Z Banger 2.0 channel. She definitely came through with her very personal thoughts on Diddy and what was going on. This sounds like a woman that has basically um, kind of been waiting in the wings for the world to find out what she has already witnessed and has known for a very long time, that crimes were being committed. And like I said, I think some people will try to say that she's a bitter woman, possibly for things that have gone on in her career. But if you've been sabotaged, wouldn't you be bitter as well? So, that definitely needs to be looked at. How would you feel if you were in her shoes and things were happening and it was because you were speaking up for what was right? So, we're definitely going to be keeping track of what happened in the story with Diddy, what's going on And like I said, no formal charges so far. We also need to know, did they find anything from the search of his homes? So we're still kind of up in arms. We don't really know what's going on with the story yet. So it's going to be continuous breaking news until we find out something. Some people are under the impression that Diddy's trying to make a run for it, but at this point, we don't really know that he's been told that he can't travel or what possibly could be going on. But they do know where he is. Um, and it's going to be interesting just to see what becomes of this whole story. The whole thing has been like his life and his legacy has definitely been in an uproar since the whole Cassie case, where he settled literally in a day for $30 million just to shut her up. But everything is coming out at this point. And like I said, now his sons are adults. He still has underage daughters. Who is taking care of these underage daughters, specifically the daughters that he has with Kim Porter? These are two children, two young ladies who no longer have a mother. This is their only remaining parent. And look what is going on. Who's going to be responsible for them? Who's going to care for them? So this is definitely breaking news. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this story. So we'll definitely keep you guys abreast of any news going on. Thank you guys for coming through and having this candy coated conversation with me. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.